Just as each diamond possesses unique qualities, so too do marriages. Be patient to understand the pattern of your own marriage.
Reading marriage books is good, and I recommend it, but books cannot replace patience which birth experiences. Books give knowledge, but only patience unveils the truth you need for a blissful home. Many couples entered marriage because they read books, but they left because they lacked patience. Please note this. Challenges in marriage are different. We are sent into marriage to solve different kinds of problems. Your assignment in marriage is not my assignment. Your journey is not my journey. Your spouse is not anybody's copy. You must learn the uniqueness of your own home. Before we begin today's story, I want to welcome you into a world where we fix what others ignore, where we heal what society calls normal, and where we rescue marriages before they crack under hidden pressures. So before we go deeper, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, because you are not just joining a platform, you are joining a movement to save a generation from heartbreak, confusion, and unnecessary marriage failure. Please like, share, and let's walk this journey together, because every marriage saved is a generation protected. Today, I want to share how a woman failed 8 times trying to win her husband's heart, because she believed that all marriages were the same. The woman who failed 8 times. Her failure started from one simple lie society told her. Do what every other woman is doing. It will work for you too. But the truth is, what works in one marriage can break another. She failed 8 times, and this is how. She tried to win him with softness. She became overly soft because her friend said men like quiet women. But her own husband needed communication, not silence. Not all men are the same. Some men feel deeply uncomfortable with a woman who is too soft, too passive, too quiet, or too fearful. Her husband started seeing her as a wife who lacked confidence. Some men want a woman who knows what she wants, speaks up, and expresses her feelings without fear. Some men do not like a woman whose responses are yes, sir, okay, sir, anything you say. They see such wives as one who is unsure of herself, unable to think independently, afraid to voice her needs. These men see softness as weakness, not humility. Such men desire a woman with strength in her mind, not just gentleness in her tone. They want peace, not passivity. When the woman becomes too soft, too dependent, too silent, the man may feel he is carrying all the relationship alone. For these men, they want a partner who can speak when something is wrong, contribute ideas, help in decision-making, stand strong in tough moments. They want teamwork, not total dependence. A man who values transparency will feel frustrated if the woman silently hurts, avoids discussions, hides feelings, bottles up emotions. Such men prefer a woman who can say, I didn't like that. This made me feel hurt. Let's talk about this. Not in bitterness, but in honesty. Some men love their wives to have their own personal boundaries, her own identity, her own voice, her own principles, and courage. Even the Bible says she is strong and dignified. Proverbs 31 minutes and 25 seconds. Try to develop yourself to what your husband loves if you want to stay married. 1 Corinthians 11-9 says, Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. The virtuous woman is not weak. She is gentle and strong. A man may think, if she is this soft with me, she will be soft with everyone. He wants to know that his wife can stand up for herself, stand up for the family, make smart decisions, resist negative influences. Strength gives him peace. Softness alone does not. Why some men love strong women. Here are the qualities strong women have that attract these types of men. Strong women have emotional control. A strong woman doesn't respond out of emotions alone. She expresses herself with wisdom, not reactions. Proverbs 31:26 says, "She opens her mouth with wisdom." Men respect a woman who has emotional control. Strong women help a man to grow, speaks truth with love, corrects respectfully, encourages him to be better, helps him face life, not escape from it. She is not a burden, she is a support system. A man feels safe with a woman he can build life with, not one he must always carry. Strong women set healthy boundaries. They don't allow disrespect. They don't tolerate dishonor. They don't accept anything that breaks the home. This commands a man's respect. A woman without boundaries eventually loses value in the eyes of a strong-minded man. Strong women motivate men to be responsible. When a woman is strong in character, he tries harder. He becomes more consistent. He becomes more focused. He becomes more disciplined. Her strength awakens the leader inside him. Strong women keep the family stable. When storms come, she doesn't break down. She prays, plans, listens, and responds wisely. A strong woman becomes a man's peace, not because she is quiet, but because she is wise and emotionally stable. This is the kind of woman many men desire. Not hard, not harsh, but strong. Some men do not like overly soft women because they want partnership, not passivity, honesty, not silence, confidence, not fear, wisdom, not weakness, strength, not dependency. These men are not looking for a woman who trembles. They are looking for a woman who stands. Beloved men are not the same. Try to know your man. Men may have similarities, but that does not mean they are the same. Be patient, study your man, and consciously develop yourself to fit in. 1 Corinthians 11:9 says, "Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man." B. She tried to win him by cooking more, thinking food alone would fix the issue. As I used to say, the greatest need of a man is not food. Whenever he is hungry, he can get food in any restaurants. He appreciated the food, but what he needed was emotional respect. A good cook does not mean you have the heart of your husband. A man has capacity over hunger, dominion over poverty, but zero tolerance for his wife disrespect. Other women may disrespect him. He may not be moved, but when his wife disrespects him, it moves him. Beloved PLS, hear this truth. After the fall of Adam, God has planted a seed in a man called ego to protect his cause. Every man has this ego, whether rich or poor. It's every wife's responsibility to protect their husband's ego by respecting their wishes. C. She copied another woman's idea of being overly submissive. She became passive instead of supportive. Her husband didn't want a follower. He wanted a partner. Beloved wives, PLS, listen. Over-submissiveness looks like weakness to a man, not honor. True submission is strength under control, not the loss of identity. A man may dislike over-submissiveness because the woman becomes afraid to speak, afraid to express needs, unable to make decisions, too dependent. This makes a man feel like he has a child, not a partner. Proverbs 31:25 says, She is clothed with strength and dignity. God never designed a woman to erase her strength. Over-submissiveness can burden a man with too much responsibility. A man may feel overwhelmed if the woman leaves every decision to him, never gives her opinion, never challenges him kindly, cannot act independently. This creates pressure, not peace. Genesis 2:18 says, I will make him a helper suitable for him. A helper is not silent, afraid, or passive. A helper contributes, gives wisdom, and supports. Over-submissiveness can make a man lose respect. Men generally respect women who have boundaries, speak with wisdom, express their feelings, stand for what is right. When a woman becomes overly submissive, the man may begin to take her for granted because she appears to have no standards and no voice. Proverbs 31:26 says, She opens her mouth with wisdom. A godly woman speaks. She is not voiceless. A wise man wants a partner who keeps him grounded. Proverbs 27:17 says, Iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. You cannot sharpen a man if you are overly soft or silent. Over-submissiveness kills emotional intimacy. A woman who always says, yes, anything you want, I don't mind, will create a relationship without depth. Men bond through honest conversation, not just obedience. Song of Solomon 2:14 says, Let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet. A woman's voice, her thoughts, feelings, and expressions are desirable, not something to hide in submission. Real submission is from the heart, not from fear. D. She tried dressing like another woman whose marriage looked happy. Her husband loved decency and modesty, not competition or pressure. Every man has his own preference, and every woman should understand the taste of her own husband. The biggest mistake a woman can make is trying to dress to please society instead of her own husband. David was a confident, expressive, outgoing man. He loved colors. He loved fashion. And he loved when his wife looked bold and attractive. No attractive wear, no intimacy effort. Kelvin tried talking to her. Babe, look good for me. Dress a bit more attractive at home. Let me see you, not a wrapper. But she believed modesty meant hiding everything, even from the man she married. She told him, "I'm not a small girl. I cannot be dressing sexy in the house. I'm a mother of children." Meanwhile, outside, other women dressed attractively. Women at work made effort. Women at church looked neat. Kelvin felt like every woman outside looked more appealing than his own wife at home. He kept begging, but she thought, "If I dress too attractive, I am sinning." This misunderstanding destroyed her home. Eventually, he married someone else, not because she was not prayerful, not because she was not good, but because she refused to be emotionally and physically available. A wife cannot be a shadow. A husband needs attraction, confidence, beauty, and effort from his wife. She tried using silent treatment to get his attention. Instead of chasing her, he withdrew even more. There was a woman named Miriam. Miriam believed that the quieter she was, the more her husband would value her. She read many posts online saying, "A wise woman is quiet. A silent woman is a peaceful woman. Men love calm women." So Miriam made silence her weapon. If her husband, Daniel, came home, she would just smile and nod. No jokes, no stories, no conversations, no warmth. She thought her silence would bring him attention, but instead, her silence made her invisible. Daniel would talk and talk, and she would only respond with, "Okay, it is well." She never opened up, never asked him questions, never laughed with him, never made him feel like he had a companion. Slowly, Daniel began staying out longer, not because he hated her, but because he was starving for connection. God did not design women to be silent and unseen. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold. Proverbs 25:11. Meaning, a good woman's voice is a gift. God gave women naturally softer, sweeter, warmer voices, not to hide them, but to use them build the man's heart. The story of Amara. Amara wasn't the most beautiful. She wasn't the richest, but she had a gift. She knew how to talk. Not gossip, not shouting, not complaining, but cheerful, loving, engaging conversation. ... As we end today's life story and await part 2, remember this truth. Love is not copied. Marriage is not competition. And wisdom is not one size fits all. What saved one home may destroy another if it is not applied with understanding. That is why this space exists. A world where we heal broken hearts, restore hope, and transform lives. Please subscribe to our world of healing broken hearts and transforming lives. Like this video, drop your comments below, and share your thoughts. Your voice matters here. Stay with us as we continue in part 2. Together, we will save marriages and protect a generation. I love you all. God bless you.